Again, we are here at Court 2 here in Gameville Ballpark. So we're in our Free Agents Draft League bracket. Then later on it will be Team Miguel JM versus Team James Stanley. And then in our third game we will have Field Grade System versus Peralta Veterinary Clinic 10+11. The LSU Blue Beagles versus Emerald Archers in our fourth game at 2 in the afternoon. Then EcoOil versus Rain at 3:20 in the afternoon. We'll have 4 more games after those. And we're about to get things going. First off, our commissioner, former UAAP and former NCAA commissioner and the founding commissioner of the Vietnam Basketball Association, Mr. Tonichi Puhante, with his traditional address to both teams. Of course, I'm also a competitor in this league, so I know very familiarly what Commissioner Puhante always reminds the players. Have fun, enjoy the camaraderie with fellow Lasallians, and of course, he will be fair but firm on the players, especially if they do something not so savory during these games. So it's the usual friendly banter here at One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. Again, we've got the biggest participation of all time at 80 teams. So that's a lot of teams for one of, if not the biggest, alumni league here in the Philippines. We're about to get things going shortly in this draft league division matchup to open up our 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. Right now we are live on the One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League socials, Kings of the Court, and of course on Puso Pilipinas. So once again, we'd like to thank Smart Sports for being our official wireless provider for our One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League 26th season. We're about to get things going shortly. Ball is up and we are underway. That's Team Raf Jib winning the tip, but it goes to the hands of Team Joaquin Coach Jan. And the first 2 on the board, courtesy of Joaquin Cortez with that long 2. Jordan Samar sends it over to Carlo Tabao. Shot clock down to 10. Samar tries to make his move. The kick to Yonzon gets blocked by Ernesto Rosales. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and Joseph Cyril De Leon knocking the jumper down, and we are tied at 2-all. "14 seconds on the shot clock. Team Joaquin now. Series of ball movements. They go back to Cortez. Shot clock down to 5. Baseline drop off there, and wild shot missed by Jan Baila. Jib Yonzon now in the hands of Carlo Tabao. Jordan Samar for 3. Left it short. Long rebound, Jan Baila. They go back to Baila down low, and Baila lost the basketball. But looks like it hit off the foot of a Team Raf Jib player. So Team Joaquin, Coach Jan wearing the white tops with the emerald green shorts, while Team Raf Jib in the all green kits. Cortez missing the three-pointer. Carlo Tabao sends it to Samar at the corner. Yonzon, long two. Specialty of the house for Jib Yonzon. They double up their score at 4. 4-2 is our score. 8:03 left here in the first period. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Meresen going downhill. A little too strong. They go back to Yonzon. Yonzon to Samar. Shot clock at 17. Tabao. Now to Samar. 10 on the shot clock. Bit stagnant offense here for Team Raf and Jib. But what a drive to the basket. Carlo Tabao changing speed and slicing through that defense like a hot knife through butter for the score. And 3-point play opportunity on the way. Bonus free throw missed. And it's 6-2 in favor of Team Raf Jib. Seven and 20 remaining here in the first frame. Shot clock at 16. They kick it out to Cortez. Inside the arc jumper, short by Yanni. Straightaway three off to the right. Here's a foul off that offensive rebound and put back attempt by Ernesto Rosales. And he will go to the line for two. Rosales' first free throw rattles in and out. Second free throw, good. 1 out of 2 from the line. It's 6-3. 6:55 remaining here in the first period. 70 to shoot. Samar sends it over to Cyril De Leon and throws it away. White shirts on the attack. Cortez sends it over to the left wing. Shot clock down to 16. Long two. Goes through for Jan Baila. 6-5. Down to a 1-point ball game in favor of Team Raf Jib. Great ball movement here for Team Raf Jib. Corner three offline though for Francis Venturina. Cortez. Oh, and what an interception by Jordan Samar. Stopping that offense by Team Joaquin Coach Jan. .601 left here in the first period. Quick inbound, quick three, but unfortunately missed by Joaquin Cortez. Carlo Tabao going downhill once again. Tabao, the fake gets rejected, but Jib Yonzon with the putback 2 times. A third time for Yonzon. Still no success, no luck whatsoever. Now Cortez, rack attack, missed. 2 tries, 3 tries, and it's the charm for Joaquin Cortez. And the lead now switches hands to Team Joaquin Coach Jan. 5 and 19 left here in the first. Here's the attack. Cortez. An offensive foul called against Carlo Tabao. And we have our mandatory swap midway through the first period of the team captains. Rafi Froilan now in the ball game for Team Raf Jib. Team Joaquin Coach Jan now. Also with a new 5 on the floor. Or should we say a new 3. Save of course for Cortez. And I believe that's Ernesto Rosales. Stays on the floor for the 8-man strong lineup. Froilan, long 2. Offline, Topacio on the second try. Still no success on the second try. Second chance opportunities to be exact for Team Raf Jib. 4 and 32 remaining, and the steal by Rafi Froilan. Here comes Team Raf Jib going downhill. And a rejection on that shot attempt by Charles Javier. 12 seconds on the shot clock now. They swing it to Froilan. 6 to shoot. Now they go to the corner. Anthony Magno hits the side of the backboard. Rebound, Gerard Cantor. Now Cortez sneaking through. Straightaway 3. Short. Jib Yonzon. Long rebound. Yonzon goes downhill but misses. Another second chance opportunity. This time with success for Jib Yonzon. 3 minutes and 44 left here in the opening period. This is the opening game of your 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. Presented by Smart Sports, and that's corner 3, knocked in by Ernesto Rosales. Javier swings it out to Anthony Magno. Magno airballs that long too, and there's a quick foul, a take foul given up by Charles Javier. Three minutes and 17 left here in the opening period. Julian Julio. Missed by Christopher Hingada. Counter-attack here by Team Raf Jib. Rafi Froilan missing that layup. Goes out of bounds. Team Joaquin, Coach Jan with a 2-point lead at the moment, 10-8. Rosales driving through that right lane. Misses that reverse from the baseline. There's a foul given up by Gerard Cantor. 2.5 remaining here in the opening period. Yonzon feeds Froilan. 15 on the shot clock. Extra passing here for Team Raf Jib. Finds the opening on that right elbow, but a miss by Charles Javier. Counter attack now for Team Joaquin, but Julio missing that floater off the glass. Last 2 minutes of the first period. Oh, and nearly a turnover for Anthony Magno. Referee say it was off a Team Joaquin Coach Jan player. Shot clock at 15. Javier, long 2, short. Ernesto Rosales gets the rebound. Now in the hands of Joaquin Cortez. Cortez, how about the 3? Nice feed inside to Cantor, but hits the side of the backboard. Or check that, referee say it was off a Team Raf Jib player. Ooh, a rainbow 3 for Joaquin Cortez. He's on fire to start this opening matchup. Minute and 14 left here in the first. Justin Topacio. Javier sends it over to the side to Rafi Froilan, but intercepted by Ernesto Rosales. 5 on the shot clock now. Froilan, jumper. Off the back iron. Play continues here as we're down to the last minute of the first period. You're watching the Free Agents Draft League here in the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. And Cortez knocks down back-to-back 3-pointers. What a way to start your morning. And now it's an 8-point advantage for Team Joaquin. 25 seconds remaining and an interception from Gerard Cantor. Julio going downhill. Continuation play for Team Joaquin Coach Jan, and they open up their biggest lead of the contest at 10. 18-8. And they could add more with this bonus free throw from Julian Julio. Julio with the bonus. Misses. Froilan with the rebound. Shot clock is off for Team Raf Jib. They feed Javier. Javier against two white shirts. Gets hammered across the arm, and he will go to the line for a pair of freebies. 9.1 seconds left here in the opening period. So again, we'd like to thank the league sponsors: Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire, and Star Margarine. Oh for 2 for Javier. Offensive rebound goes to the hands of Anthony Magno. They miss from down low. 1 second remaining, and an interception by Rafi Froilan ends the first quarter of action. 18-8. Team Joaquin Coach Jan over Team Raf Jib as we open up our Free Agents Draft League division of your 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports. Once again, a good morning, everyone. This is the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. Team Joaquin Coach Jan opening up this matchup with a 10-point lead, 18-8. But a quick answer right back. Well, back-to-back hits from both teams to open the period. It's now 21-10 for Team Joaquin. Jordan Samar missing the three. Turnaround shot missed by Rafi Froilan. Once again, my name is Yago Paz, bringing the action from the Gameville Ballpark in Mandaluyong City. Opening day action of your 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. One of the biggest, if not the largest, alumni basketball league in the entire Philippines. So we got multiple divisions this season, which I will run down in a while. So for this season, we have 39 below recreational, 39 below mixed, 40 and up recreational, and of course, the new division added last season in the 25th edition of the OLS ABL, the Free Agents Draft League. Baila asking for a foul, but play continues, and here comes the attack. Downhill by Carlo Tabao, and Tabao with that wild miss. Joaquin Cortez hasn't sat down on the bench since the start of this ball game. Gets hammered hard there by Rafi Froilan, who looks a bit gassed. So it will be 2 free throws for Joaquin Cortez, who has been on fire to start this matchup. Cortez now with 15 points, 7 rebounds. As we start off the action this morning. In the first quarter, Team Joaquin Coach Jan, 39% shooting from the field, while Team Raf Jib with a paltry 19%. Tabao sends it over to the right wing. Now they go straight away to De Leon. De Leon missing. Another rebound hauled down by Jan Baila. Baila heading the 3-on-1. And the double pump shot by Ernesto Rosales for the deuce. 27-10. The new biggest lead for Team Joaquin at 17. Froilan. Well defended here by Baila. Froilan slips through the defense, lost the basketball in his footing. recovers and knocks in that jumper from inside the paint. Team Walk-In 27, Team Raf Jib 12. 16 to shoot for Baila. They send it over to Michael Meresen. 9 to shoot in the hands of Joaquin Cortez, the hottest hand for this squad, but misses that high arcing three. Team Raf Jib. Tabao. Floater by Venturina. Count it. 6:44 left in the second. Baila crosses the timeline. Cortez couldn't add two more, and he's starting to cramp up right now. Froilan misses, but De Leon with the putback. And looks like Joaquin Cortez trying to feel the cramps there as he's walking gingerly back to the bench. As Team Joaquin, Coach Jan calls the first timeout of the ball game. 6:23 left. We'll be right back. We're now back in the action here. The free agent draft league of your 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. 9 seconds on the shot clock by Yanni, off the glass and in. 29-16. Still in favor of Team Joaquin Jan. Downhill attack by Francis Venturina, who's starting to get aggressive here in the second period. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. But there's a tough mountain to climb now for Team Raf Jib as they're down by 12 points. 1 for 2 from the line. Now here comes Team Joaquin, Coach Jan. Now they send it to the corner to Ernesto Rosales. 15 to shoot. Cortez. Oh, and his pass got picked away. I think the fatigue starting to get to him. De Leon against 3 white shirts. What a floater from just outside the restricted zone. 5:20 remaining here in the second quarter. 16 to shoot. Another 3 on the way. Offline for Cleon Bayani. Broken play here for Team Raf Jib. Venturina, corner jumper, rattles out. De Leon on the reset. Quick trigger jumper from the right baseline. And we got our mandatory swap here in the second period. And Cortez seemingly just needed a timeout earlier. And he's still trying to muster his way here as he is one of the players that has not taken a break so far for Team Joaquin. Yonzon to Topacio. Close range miss. Javier misses another one. Third opportunity for Yonzon. Unfortunately, he got called for steps. 4.5 remaining here in the first half. Down to an 8-point ball game now. Hingada, iron deficient on that jumper and goes out of bounds. 4:12 left. in the first half of play. Tabao to Yonzon. The skip pass. The jumper missed. Gerald Cantor with the rebound. Captain Joaquin Cortez misses on that three-pointer. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Yonzon tried to slalom through the defense, and Christopher Hingada could not save that basketball from going out of bounds. Three and 15 left here in the first half. Julian Julio from outside the foul line extended, misses that jumper. Oh, and a great recovery by Ernesto Rosales. 17 to shoot now. Hingada sends it over to Cortez. Sidesteps through. Oh, badly misses on that one. Justin Topacio out the front court. Waits for numbers. Tabao. 12 to shoot now for Team Raf Jib. Tabao finds a man cutting at the baseline. That was Justin Topacio, but throws the ball away. 2 minutes and 20 left here in the second. Julio. Cortez. Another three on the way. Oh, yes, sir! Ernesto Rosales. Sizzling here in the second. Great stop there from Rosales. Forcing Team Raf Jib to this broken play. Shot clock at 12 now. Another three on the way. Too strong though for Charles Javier. Co-captain Joaquin Cortez going downhill. Oh, and ball will remain with... Oh, it will go the way of Team Raf Jib. So we're down to the final minute and 27 of the first. Quick inbound, sends it over to Tabao. Tabao's pass picked away. Julio heading this 2-on-1 against Yonzon. Nice drop off, and Ernesto Rosales rim running to get the score. Loose ball. Being contested there by three men, but it's Christopher Hingada winning that battle with the possession arrow going the way of Team Joaquin Coach Jan. Down to the last minute of the second period. Cortez. Rosales. Elbow three. Air ball and out of bounds. .43 seconds remaining. Co-captain Yonzon going downhill. Jib Yonzon with the inside hand finish. With a little twist as well. 30 seconds left. Cortez sends it forward. He's been the man of the hour, by the way. Speaking of Joaquin Cortez. And he's now starting to infect his teammates. Julian Julio knocks down the long two. This lead now at 13 points, 36 to 23. And the layup is good on the other end for Anthony Magno. Last shot time for Team Joaquin Coach Jan. And from half court, Ernesto Rosales with the miss. That's how we will end the first half of action. 36-25. Team Joaquin Coach Jan over Team Raf Jib. Here in the players only, here in the Free Agents Draft League of your 26 EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports. Third quarter of action now underway here in the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. One of, if not the largest, alumni basketball league in the entire Philippines. 80 teams competing this season across 4 divisions, including this one ongoing right now, our Free Agents Draft League. And at the halftime break, Team Joaquin, Coach Jan leading 36-28. And that's down to a 6-point ball game after that opening salvo by Team Raf Jib. Co-captain Joaquin Cortez throws the ball away. Now Jordan Samar behind the back pass, and nice find for Anthony Magno. And it's down to a 4-point ball game. Team Joaquin 36, Team Raf Jib 32. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rosales, the handoff here to Cortez. Shot clock down to 7. Oh, and what a way to stop the bleeding right there. Cleon Bayani with a high arcer 3-pointer. Now Samar to Yonzon. Magno, extra pass. Right wing jumper. Too strong and offline for Cyril De Leon. Julio going downhill. Julio floater. Offline. And unfortunately for Ernesto Rosales, could not get a handle on that basketball as he was hounded by the Team Raf Jib defenders. Shot clock at 12. Quick inbound to Rosales. The spin gets rejected by Anthony Magno. Defense so tight. Both teams again want to open up this Free Agents Draft League season with a bang here. Rosales thought about the 3. Goes downhill. Nice drop to Gerald Cantor, who gets the triple B, the bump, the bucket, and the chance for the bonus. Cantor. Free throw. Short-armed. Now Samar. Directing traffic for Team Raf Jib. 15 on the shot clock. Still with Samar. Swings it to Francis Venturina. And Venturina gets called for shuffling his feet. .707 left. Team Joaquin, Coach Jan now. Joaquin Cortez swings it. Bayani tried to make the extra pass, but Samar was there to tap the ball away. Venturina with the spin against 2 defenders. Gets fouled. Venturina at the line for 2. Misses the front end of those free throws. Oh for 2 from the line. Yonzon, offensive board, and the score as well. Venturina scored all of his 6 points, by the way, in the second quarter. And Yonzon now with 8 points, 7 rebounds. Cantor gets a basketball, and there's a holding foul called, or pushing foul called rather, on Francis Venturina. Another 3 on the way. Cortez! 1, 2, 3. It's back to a 10-point advantage for Team Joaquin. Coach Jan, 44-34. Now the white shirts pushing the tempo. No numbers yet. And Bayani there was hounded by Venturina, who gets called for back-to-back fouls. Julio to Cortez. Back to Julio. Shot clock down to 12. Julio. Up. And he shuffled his feet like a deck of cards and turns the ball over. Rafi Froilan in. Cyril De Leon out. That's for Team Raf Jib. 5.5 remaining here in the third. Shot clock at 15. Samar swings it to Froilan. Short arms that jumper. Joaquin Cortez. Forward pass. Ernesto Rosales. And Rosales with a drive-in kick. Bayani. Nice find down low. And another opportunity here for Team Joaquin. Coach Jan. But it's stopped right there by Venturina, who gets the steal. Plus the foul against Cleon Bayani. Christopher Hingada in. Julian Julio out for Team Joaquin Coach Jan. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Froilan going downhill. Froilan a little too high on that jumper. But a pushing foul in the act of shooting for Rafi Froilan. First of two missed. Rafi Froilan, 4 points, 2 rebounds so far this morning. Goes 1 out of 2 from the line. "17 seconds on the shot clock now. Rosales. Now they go inside. Gerard Cantor. Makes the extra pass. Hingada tried to go glass to no avail. Second serving here. That long two. Offline for Cleon Bayani. Now Rafi Froilan. 3-on-3. Froilan throws up a wild shot. But great recovery here for Team Raf Jib. They only got 12 on the shot clock though. Venturina long two. Offline. Long rebound by Cantor. Here comes Team Joaquin Coach Jan. They go to Hingada. 15 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Oh, and that's the third foul, if I'm not mistaken, for Francis Venturina. Let me check on that one. And that one made worse that it was in the act of shooting from 3-point range for Cleon Bayani. Oh, Venturina has 4 personal fouls now. First of 3 down now for Cleon Bayani. By the way, Francis Venturina now sitting because that was his 4th personal foul. .41 left here in the third quarter. 2 out of 3 for Bayani. 47-35. 15 on the shot clock. What a drive to the basket by Anthony Magno. And gets that floater off the window. 3.5 remaining here in the third. Cross-court pass goes to Joaquin Cortez. Oh, and what a floater there. Drive to the basket, but a miss by Michael Meresen. Now Samar. Oh, and his pass a little too hard. And Anthony Magno could not catch that one. Cortez sends it over to the corner to Bayani. Cortez gets the ball back, but wildly misses on that 3. Jordan Samar gets a loose ball. Throws the ball away again. Two minutes and 29 left here in the third. Baseline drive. Rosales tried to go reverse. But now counter-attack here by Team Raf Jib. The 2 co-captains. They tried to collaborate earlier, but a miss by Raf Froilan in transition. And Jonson also missed on the second try. Lucky for them, they get this baseline inbound. Rosales going downhill. And great tap there by Jordan Samar to stop the fast break from materializing. Cortez missing that three. Defensive rebound by Charles Javier. 3 on 4. Javier tried to go downhill and he gets fouled. A minute and 27 remaining here in the third quarter of action. And Javier hits that free throw to stop the bleeding here for Team Raf Jib. And also cut their deficit down to 9, 47 to 38. And by the way, coming up next here in our Free Agents Draft League opening day, we will have the battle between Team Miguel JM against Team James Stanley. Here's the rack attack, missed by Jonson. And going to the line is Anthony Magno after getting fouled on the way up. Under a minute remaining here, 55.7 seconds left here in the third period. Magno at the free throw line, but badly misses on the front end of two. Magno, 6 points, 4 rebounds this morning. Misses both, but referees say there was a lane violation and he will go back to the line for a 3 to make 2 situation. Magno badly misses on the second. 50 seconds left. Baila to co-captain Joaquin Cortez. Michael Meresen hounded by the Team Raf Jib defense. 11 on the shot clock. Jan Baila crosses cross-court pass to Bayani. Bayani! Whoa! Finds the bottom using the window. 25 seconds remaining. They go to Raf Froilan. Spins, fades, fires, knocks it in. Smooth move there from Raf Froilan. Shot clock is off now. 10 seconds left. Corner 3. Rosales misses. Baila, offensive board. They have another chance here. They give it to Cortez. 1 second left. Cortez fires. 2, 3. Oh, and nearly goes in from that left corner. And that's how the third quarter stands. Team Joaquin 49, Team Raf Jib 40. We're entering the fourth quarter of action here in the Free Agents Draft League of your 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports. This 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League co-presented by EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. Opening day action here in the Free Agents Draft League. Team Joaquin, Coach Jan, leading the way by 9, 49 to 40 against Team Raf Jib. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action from courtside here at Gameville Ballpark. 3 on the way, and it's in for Julian Julio. with that spell on the bench earlier and taking that shot as if he never left. Tapasio short arms that jumper, and now Team walk-in coach Jan on the attack. On the fast break, Ernesto Rosales starts it off with a 5-0 run. Timeout called by Team Raf Jib. Barely a minute into the fourth quarter. Team Raf Jib starting to feel the heat, and they're starting to slide as they're down by 14 at the moment, 54-40. On the second try, it's good for Cyril De Leon. But Team Raf Jib, they need to put up points in bunches and quick. Cortez swings it to Julio. Fortunately, Julio shuffled his feet like a deck of cards and turns the ball over. Jonson operating here at the right wing. Makes an extra pass to Carlo Tabao, who knocks down the jumper from foul line extended. .807 left here in the fourth. Down to a 10-point game. Cantor. Extra pass. Another three. He check missed by Julian Julio. Seven minutes and 52 left in the final period. Jonson launches the three from the elbow. Short. Co-captain Joaquin Cortez gets a rebound. Cortez. Now to Rosales at the foul line. Left wing jumper missed by Jan Baila. Counter attack by Team Raf Jib. They go to Jonson. Jonson! His shot goes in and out, and that's been the kind of morning. A little bit frustrating here for Team Raf Jib. But of course, they do not lack effort. It's just that their shots aren't falling, especially they had multiple second chance opportunities earlier. They had, I believe, 3-4 opportunities at the basket. 3-4 offensive rebounds, but none of those shots just went in. Once again, this is just the opening day. So many more opportunities for these hoopers to make their mark in this league, but Cortez right there definitely making a mark today. Early candidate for our best player of the game award, and rightfully so. He's been a machine this morning. Joaquin Cortez with a 20-10 ball game. I believe this is probably one of the best performances on opening day for any player in the different divisions. Probably up there. Rafi Froilan dumps the ball down low, and De Leon gets fouled. Again, you could see there's offensive flow for Team Raf Jib, but there are times that they just couldn't get their shots going. And also, I hate to say this about our good friend Jordan Samar, but a couple of his turnovers in the third quarter also hurt their cause. De Leon goes 1 for 2 from the line. So for Team Raf Jib this morning, a paltry 4 out of 16 from the free throw line for less than 25% shooting. Five and 47 left here in the final period. But again, this far from over. It's just a 14-point ball game. Venturina gets another offensive rebound. 6 points and 5 rebounds this morning. Rafi Froilan. There you go. There's the second chance opportunities here for Team Raf Jib that they're failing to convert. And they're going to the free throw line for 2 shots. Speaking of Rafi Froilan. The co-captain, 7 points, 2 rebounds this morning. Make that 8 points. It's 59 to 46. 2 out of 2 for Rafi Froilan. Jan Baila directing traffic. Changes directions. Tried to kick it out to Cortez, but tapped away by Rafi Froilan. They give it up to De Leon. Off the window, no good. Second try here for Venturina. Samar, nice find down low for Cyril De Leon for the deuce. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Joaquin Cortez. The hot hand here for Team Joaquin, Coach Jan. Reverse layup is good for Ernesto Rosales. 3-point play in the offing. And they're playing like a well-oiled machine this morning. Again, this is just the first of 9 games here at court number 2 of Gameville Ballpark here on opening day for your 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. Yonzon going downhill. Wow! Splits through the defense like a hot knife through butter. Gets the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way. Again, Team Raf Jib not out of this one yet. Down by 10 points at the moment. 4 minutes and 32 remaining in what they call as an eternity of basketball remaining. But again, they need to make their free throws. Free throw percentage has been less than 25% all morning. 4 and 20 remaining. Joaquin Cortez off to the right is his 3-point attempt. Here's the reset for Team Joaquin. Coach Jan. Julio. 3 from the elbow but a miss. Long rebound. Jordan Samar. Samar to Yonzon. 17 to shoot. Yonzon a little too strong on that floater. Now here comes the 2-on-1. Bobbled there by Gerald Cantor. And Jordan Samar gets another steal. Rafi Froilan going downhill. Right hand finish. No good. Jib Yonzon overcooks another one from point blank. I myself I'm just left with my head scratching. Now Samar off the inbound, the 3 rims out. Rebound by Team Joaquin, Coach Jan. They go on the fast break. Julio, inside hand finish. And what a play for Team Joaquin to extend their lead to 12 points. 3 and 20 remaining. Another 3 rattled out by Tabao. And again, coming up next in our second game of the morning, Team Miguel JM versus Team James Stanley, still here in the Free Agents Draft League. 9 on the shot clock, and a miss from downtown for Julian Julio. As we are down to the midnight hours of our opening game here in the 26th 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. And it's co-presented by the following: EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. Two minutes and 40 left here in the final frame. Joaquin Cortez wisely wasting away clock here. 10 on the shot clock for Cortez. Oh, and another steal by Team Raf Jib. The question is, can they convert? They go to Jordan Samar, and Samar knocks it in from just outside the painted area. 10-point ball game with 2 minutes and 15 left. Shot clock reads 15. They tried to go to Julio, but Rafi Froilan with the steal. We are down to the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Now Yonzon going downhill. Yonzon with the lefty finish. Again, another miss from close range. Yonzon uses glass and makes it an 8-point ball game. 63 to 55, and a traveling violation called against Team Joaquin. Coach Jan off the inbound. That is a rare mistake here for the white shirts, as we are down to the final minute and 46 of this one. 14 on the shot clock. Rafi Froilan, corner three, too strong. Long rebound won by Rosales. Team Joaquin, Coach Jan now slowing things down again. Shot clock at 14. They go to Joaquin Cortez. 9 to shoot. Isolation play for Cortez. They send it over to Rosales. 3 on the shot clock. They need to put up a shot, but stolen away by Jordan Samar. Tabao, rack attack, misses that one, and that's one shot they would have wanted back. 8-point ball game. Samar, a pest on defense against Cortez. 14 on the shot clock. Joaquin Cortez makes it look easy, like a Sunday morning. 10-point ball game in favor of Team Joaquin, Coach Jan. Samar to Yonza, now to Rafi Froilan. Can he hit this one? Another one that hits the heel of the rim. Offensive board goes to Team Raf Jib. Froilan misses another one. Joaquin Cortez, 37 seconds left, and this might be over. 10-point ball game. Now Yonzon going downhill, gives it up to Samar. Jordan Samar scores. Consolation buckets. With an 8-point lead and 20 seconds left. It's all over but the shouting. Team Joaquin, Coach Jan gets the opening win of your 26th EcoOil Juan Lasal Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports over Team Raf Jib. Your final 65 to 57. And no doubt about it, co-captain Joaquin Cortez, your top performer for Team Joaquin, Coach Jan this morning. And what a performance, a double-double effort for Joaquin Cortez. 25 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, playing all 40 minutes of play. And once again, we'll have our second game of the morning. Team Miguel JM versus Team James Stanley here in our opening day of your 26th EcoOil Juan Lasal Alumni Basketball League, co-presented by EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. We'll be back with our second game of the day after a short while. Good morning once again, everyone, and we welcome you to the Gameville Ballpark, court number 2, as we bring you action in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. Your match at hand, it's Team De La Seng versus Team James Stanley here in the Free Agents Draft League. De La Seng wearing the white tops with the green shorts, while Team James Stanley wearing the all-green kits. And it's 2-0 for De La Seng. Kalma makes an extra pass to the corner to Vladimir Humawid. Shot clock down to 7 for De La Seng. Another 3 on the way, and it's offline for Miguel Kalma. It goes out of bounds. Early on here in this ball game, this is our second game of the day. Earlier it was Team Joaquin, Coach Jan winning over Team Raf Jib by a count of 65-57. It's a three-pointer completed by Team James Stanley to open up their scoring here on opening day. Helter-skelter play here. Now it's a 4-on-3, and that was a wild three-point attempt from Jethro Silerio. Now here comes Kalma going downhill, and Kalma gets fouled. First 2 free throws off the ball game for De La Seng. That's Miguel Kalma at the foul line for 2 shots. Kalma missing the front end of 2. Kalma misses both. Long rebound by Butch Trinidad. Trinidad tries to go for the rack attack, but lost handle of that basketball. Katipunan going downhill and gets the score in transition. It's now 4-3 for De La Seng over Team James Stanley. Trinidad to Tarse. Tarse. They go downhill. Now Tarse makes extra pass. Shot clock down to 5. Shovel pass going to Butch Trinidad. Misses from close range. Play continues here for De La Seng. Katipunan to Kalma. Oh, great extra passing here for De La Seng, finding its way for Vladimir Humawid for the reverse. Great teamwork so far for De La Seng in this their opening battle. Now Tarse, 10 to shoot. They drop it off for Butch Trinidad. Broken play here for Team James Stanley. 3 minutes down here in the first period. Extra pass. Oh, great find, but not enough juice there. On 2 tries. A third try as well, missed by Humawid. But this time, De La Seng decides to regroup. They go to Kalma, and Kalma gets fouled. It will be a side out here for De La Seng. Off the inbound. Extra passing here for De La Seng. They find Katipunan from inside the keyhole, but misses. Long rebound goes to Butch Trinidad. Corner 3 to no avail here for Team James Stanley. Second try also missed by Stanley Tarse, one of the co-captains here. Baseline jumper offline for Ezekiel Valles. And now Team James Stanley wisely slowing things down. They go to Trinidad. Tarse. Jethro Silerio, another wild miss from deep, but Butch Trinidad was right there to clean up the mess. and a 3-point play opportunity. 5:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Timeout called here by Team James Stanley. We'll be right back after the short timeout. The 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports would like to thank its sponsors: Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire, and Star Margarine. The league is organized by Kings of the Court PH and SportsPlus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. So right now there are also games simultaneously held. Well, later on there will also be games at Court 1, and also there will be games at the Father Martinez Activity Center in LaSalle Green Hills, not too far from Gameville Ballpark. Five minutes and 13 left here in the first period. And now we have our mandatory swap for both sides. So it's an 8-man strong lineup here for De La Seng. And at the free throw line, that's Anthony Tarnate. Tarnate makes 1 out of 2. 7-5 is our count, still in favor of De La Seng. Drive to the basket, but Kabihe, not enough juice on that floater. Vince Villanueva swings it to the debuting JM Feliciano. 10 on the shot clock here for De La Seng. Eye in the sky attempt, a nice extra pass, but unfortunately for Anthony Tarnate, rims out on that shot from close range. And a take foul given up by De La Seng. Still a 2-point lead here for De La Seng. 4 minutes and 30 remaining. Skip pass going to Kabihe. Kabihe. Open three, knocks it in. And Team James regains the lead. 8-7. Feliciano. No conscience 3 off the mark. But that's what you would want if you're De La Seng with this lineup on the floor. James Legaspi with a spin move to the finish. And Team James Stanley opens up a 3-point lead. Feliciano. They swing it to Vince Villanueva. Shot clock down to 7. Great passing here. Opens that opportunity down low for Vince Villanueva. Was a little bit too deep underneath the basket. Kabihe. Extra pass to John Kenneth Dayakap, who misses that 3-pointer. That rack attack by Anthony Tarnate creates another opportunity at the line. Earlier he went 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Tarnate hits the first of 2, just like earlier. Now with 3 points and 3 rebounds with 1 assist this morning. Tarnate splits another trip to the foul line. That's 3 tries for Tarnate. A fourth one. Still no success, but finally, on the fifth try, Anthony Tarnate gets the bucket to drop, asking for a foul, but referee say play on. 3 minutes left in the opening period, and what a play there for Dan Mercado, barging through the lane like a bull in a china shop. Feliciano for three, off the mark. Here comes Team James Stanley, leading by 2. Can they make it 5? James Legaspi offline on that three-point attempt. Here comes the downhill attack by Jerome Villela. Oh, and there's a traveling violation called against Vince Villanueva. Two minutes and 18 left here in the opening period. Dayakap. Cross-court pass. They go and find Kabihe, who misses that heat check 3. Legaspi with the long rebound. 2:03 left. The runner won't go in for James Legaspi. Delaseng now on the 3-on-3. Oh, what a reverse layup! Vladimir Humawid. Twisting, turning, and finishing. We are tied at 12 in what has been an exciting second game here in the Free Agents Draft League division on opening day. A minute and 25 left here in the first. Villanueva. And that mid-range jumper is good for Vladimir Humawid. Back-to-back hits to give Delaseng back the lead. 14-12. Now Legaspi. They swing it. Dayakap. Now in the hands of Kabihe. Shot clock down to 6. Kabihe rises, but missed his last 2 3-point attempts after hitting that left elbow 3 earlier. Villela from the foul line, the floater. Not enough juice on that one. Second try and third. Both missed by Tarnate. Tried to go for a fourth, but the ball was tapped away from his hands. Tarnate with an inbound. And high arcing 3-pointer airballed by Vince Villanueva. On the fast break, Dayakap could not get to that pass, which was a little too fast for his own good. Shot clock and game clock identical to end the first period. Villela crosses the timeline and the full 24 at their disposal. Villela with isolation play. Still on him. Dayakap looking at this every move. They give it up. And the floater is good for Vince Villanueva. What a way to end the first quarter, extending their advantage to 4, 16-12. Delaseng over Team James Stanley. Second quarter of action coming your way up next here in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. This is the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. Opening day matchup here actually the second game here in our Free Agents Draft League. That's a 4-point advantage to start the second quarter for De La Seng against Team James Stanley. 9 seconds on the shot clock. The runner missed by Ezekiel Valles. Loose ball won here by Team James Stanley, which opened the scoring here in the second quarter. They could not get a back-to-back basket to tie this ball game once again. Vladimir Humawid, who has been active on both ends of the floor, was able to fish for that foul in transition, and a chance for De La Seng to extend their lead back to 4 points. Mawid goes 2 out of 2 from the line. Now with 8 points, 8 rebounds. Guanzon fakes the 3, draws closer, and swishes in that left wing jumper. Down to a 2-point ball game once more, 18-16. Neither team wanting to budge here. 12 on the shot clock. Calma with a Pinoy step to the finish. Getting the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way. Chance for them to extend their lead back to 5 points with this bonus free throw. Calma misses it. Sky high rebound for James Legaspi. Butch Trinidad back on the floor to start the second period, and in transition, James Legaspi rim running after getting that rebound to get the score. Calma, the feed inside. Jeremy T. Another turnover here for De La Seng. We got a ceasefire on the floor. 8:06 left in the second. Don't go away. We got more action from the 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports, when we return. Opening day of your 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports, continues. De La Seng leading by just 2 points against Team James Stanley in what has been a close affair. And we got a 3 in the key called against Team James Stanley. Watching the paint dry right there on that last possession. Kali Katipunan swings it to Jeremy T. 15 to shoot. T got the ball stripped momentarily, and he is hounded. And great defense from Team James Stanley, and Butch Trinidad says, "See you later." We are tied at 20 all. 7:15 left here in the half. Katipunan rises for 3 offline. Long rebound won by James Legaspi. Legaspi pushes it forward. Gets the ball back to set up the play. 7 minutes left here in the second. Series of passes. Try to open up the offense here for Anthony Guanzon, and he gets fouled. Side out here for Team James Stanley with 14 on their shot clock. Trinidad. Legaspi going downhill. Legaspi uses the glass. The bank is open on a Sunday here at Gameville. 22-20 now in favor of Team James Stanley. Another miscue here. This time, that's Miguel Calma, a little too deep to make that shot attempt. Trinidad rises for three, gets rejected by Katipunan. The white shirts on a 4-on-1. They take full advantage of that. Miguel Calma down low for the deuce. Team James Stanley trying to regain the lead here. Anthony Guanzon going downhill. Guanzon with full force misses, but on the second try, he is a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. 5:41 left. Katipunan going all in on that drive against two green shirts, but lost the basketball trying to go on his way up. 5:30 remaining. Now Butch Trinidad to Tarse, the co-captain. Stanley Tarse will head to the line for two shots after drawing that last foul. Chance for Team James Stanley to extend their lead. Stanley Tarse gets the lucky bounce on the first free throw. He goes 1 out of 2, and ball will go the way of De La Seng. And we got our platoon swaps for both sides with 5 minutes and 19 left. Oh, they will, looks like they will allow for this one final possession. Jeremy T. Katipunan, who gets the ball back. Now Calma, hounded here by Trinidad. 7 on the shot clock. Valles makes the extra pass. Here's a spin and a drive, but a foul down low first on that driving play by Ladimar Humawid. And now both teams with their platoon swap. This game has been so close that De La Seng only led by as much as 4 points earlier, while Team James Stanley's biggest lead was at 3. One of the closest games here on opening day so far. Villela missing that 3 on the second try. Oh, what a play for Anthony Tarnate. This time only taking 1 shot after getting an offensive rebound. De La Seng down 1, 25-24. Here's a drive. Oh, and it's lost by John Dayakap. Four minutes and 20 left here in the second. Feliciano now to Villela. 12 to shoot. Villela asking for a screen here. Sends it to the corner to Jeremy T. Tees it up and knocks it in. And De La Seng now in the driver's seat, 27-25. Can Team James Stanley regain the lead here, or at least tie this ball game once again? Great ball movement finds its way to Dave D, who misses from the right wing. And now Villela going downhill. Villela sends it out to Vince Villanueva. Jem Feliciano calling for calm here. 10 to shoot. Now to Villela straight away. Now Feliciano, they go down low. Tarnate uses the glass. And it's a 4-point lead once again for De La Seng, tying their biggest of the ball game. 3 minutes and 12 remaining. Another 3 on the way. This time an air ball for Christian Kabihe. Villanueva. Once again, they go to the big man. Tarnate, this time denied by Dan Mercado. And now on the counter-attack, Dayakap. Dayakap tried to go for the inside hand finish, but a little too far from the optimal spot. And Feliciano rises for three. Too strong. And a foul on the rebounding play called against Anthony Tarnate. Two minutes, 36 remaining in the second period. Dayakap sends it over to the corner. Kabihe, same spot as earlier. 3 bounces, still no avail. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dayakap sends it over to Kabihe, who recovers. Shot clock down to 5. They need to put up a shot here. The runner off the window, too strong for Dave D. Now here comes Jeremy T. Counter attack against 3 green shirts. And his arm got whacked. And probably now a little bit red after that foul given up by Jethro Silerio. T at the foul line, misses the front end of 2. T makes 1 out of 2. 5-point ball game. Now the new biggest lead for De La Seng this morning. Drive to the basket by Mercado. Too strong. Second try again. Kabihe pulls up from the left corner but misses. Now here comes a 2-on-3. Tarnate heading that break. Nearly gets a 3-point play, but will go to the line again for a pair of freebies. So far, Anthony Tarnate has been one of the more active guys on the floor here for De La Seng. 10 points, 11 rebounds already as we're about to hit the halftime break. Now he's got 11 and 11 and manages a split from the free throw line. 10 seconds on their shot clock. Villela finds Jeremy T. 4 to shoot. T short on the jumper from outside the painted area. Great recovery here by De La Seng. Finds Tarnate down low. Now 13 and 11 this morning. Under a minute left here in the second period. Dave D. Or should we say that's Kabihe rather. But an empty possession here for Team James Stanley. Villela had his pocket picked by Christian Kabihe. Dayakap, 2-for-1 opportunity here for Team James Stanley, but they went in a little too early. And Tarnate, like a bull through a china shop. Fantastic season debut. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock is off here for Team James Stanley. Quick early offense there for Dan Mercado. Second left. Feliciano for 3! And that's an air ball to hit as we hit the halftime break. De La Seng leading James Stanley 35-27 here. The 26th EcoOil won the Salle Alumni Basketball League Free Agents Draft League presented by Smart Sports. This is your 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League Free Agents Draft League presented by Smart Sports, EcoOil and Puso Pilipinas. Third quarter now underway. Team De La Seng starting off the second half with possession. But unfortunately, they could not find the bottom on their first possession. And wow! Intense action so far between these two squads. And a foul given up by Jethro Silerio on that dive. Now here comes the attack. Tarnate, the man of the hour, barging through the lane. And De La Seng opens up this second half. A 10-point advantage now. Three-pointer on the way, but missed by Dave D. And on the fast break, a miss also by Kali Katipunan. Starting to get a little physical here inside Gameville Ballpark, court number 2. Once again, a good afternoon, everyone. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action here in the opening day of festivities here at the EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. And again, this a record-setting 80 teams across 4 divisions. So the EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League is one of, if not the biggest, alumni basketball league in the entire Philippines. Guanzon swings it. Three-pointer on the way. A miss by James Legaspi. Counter-attack here by De La Seng. The fake and the shot is good for Jerome Villela. 12-point advantage now for De La Seng over Team James Stanley. Mercado off to the right. This is three-point attempt. Villela threads the needle to Kama. They go back to Villela. And nice find to a cutting big man, Anthony Tarnate, who gets fouled. And he is a bona fide candidate for our best player of the game if they hold on to this one. And Tarnate now with 18 points, 13 rebounds and an assist this morning. Tarnate another split at the free throw line. But with a Baker's dozen lead here, De La Seng in firm control of their opening match this season. And Katipunan on the fast break, making this a 15-point advantage for De La Seng. If my memory serves me right, they were the inaugural champions after winning it at the buzzer last season. And this time around, with new pieces, let's see if they could defend the crown. 14 on the shot clock, and basket counts for James Legaspi. You gotta love this action so far. After earlier, neither team leading by 5 points or more. And now De La Seng has broken this game wide open with a 12-point advantage. Earlier at 15. Bonus free throw completed earlier by Legaspi. Calma steps back to a 3. Left it short. Now here comes Team James Stanley. Another rack attack there by James Legaspi. But a little too fast for his own good and goes out of bounds. Villela sends it over to Kali Katipunan. Katipunan! Floater is pure! What a play! It's now a 14-point advantage for Team De La Seng. Mercado rises for the jumper off glass. Six and 10 left here in the third. Jerome Villela swings it to Kali Katipunan. Great ball movement here, but Butch Trinidad blindside steal. Mercado on the 2-on-1 finish for Team James Stanley. Katipunan, stop and pop jumper, short. Counter attack here by Team James Stanley. Left-handed finish, a little too strong for Stanley Tarse. Calma, heading this 3-on-2. Calma tries to drop it off for Tarnate. A little too late for him though. Now the 2-on-1 on the other end. And Dan Mercado makes this an 8-point ball game, 44-36. 5 and 27 left here in the third quarter. We got a timeout on the floor. It's midday in Mandaluyong and action is heating up on opening day here in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. And coming up next in our third game of the day here at Court 2 in Gameville Ballpark, Field Grade System against Peralta Veterinary Clinic 10+11, a champion 2 seasons ago here in the 39 below recreational division. And there's a 3-point play opportunity on the way for Butch Trinidad, and the run continues for Team James Stanley. Earlier down by as much as 15. Now they're down by 6 points at the moment. Villela swings it to T. Shot clock at 12. Skip pass to the corner. They go down low to the big man Tarnate. Anthony Tarnate showing us throwback moves from a generation past for big men. Guanzon for 3. Too strong off the glass. Jeremy T with the rebound. Jerome Villela wisely sets up the play here. Baseline drive for Villela, or for Tarnate rather. The door got shut on him, and Vladimir Humawid goes a little too fancy on that one. And Mercado, oh wow, he slipped, and I think he might have stepped on the basketball and crashes hard on the floor. But it looks like he's all right. Just a little shaken and stirred, just like a James Bond martini. $3:54 remaining here in the third quarter. What was once a near blowout here for De La Seng all of a sudden became an interesting one, with Team James Stanley going on a mini run here to cut this deficit down to as low as 6 points earlier. What a drive to the basket there by James Legaspi with full force. And looks like he will be awarded with 2 free throws. That's James Legaspi. 3 minutes and 27 remaining here in the third quarter, and Legaspi off to the left on the first free throw. Legaspi 0 for 2 on that trip. Vladimir Humawid heading the fast break. Humawid Reckless abandon right there against 3 defenders. And he will head to the line for 2 shots. Humawid so far this afternoon. 8 points, 9 rebounds, and an assist. Humawid short on the first of 2 foul shots. Oh for 2. Defensive rebound, James Legaspi. Guanzon. Now Tarse. Cross-court pass to Kabihe, who airballs that 3. Legaspi misses from point blank on the second try. Vladimir Humawid. Rack attack. Threading through the defenders. Lucky break for him. He got the ball stripped on the way up, and he will inbound from the baseline. And Humawid will get a breather. Villela rises for 3. Too strong. James Legaspi going downhill. Nice find to Kabihe, who overcooks that shot. Lucky break again, this time for Team James Stanley, as they will keep possession with 14 on their shot clock. Guanzon. 12 to shoot. Goes downhill. Guanzon, like a bull through a china shop, but misses from inside the paint. Now Jeremy T going downhill. T misses that right hand finish. Counter attack here for Team James Stanley. They go to Kabihe. Kabihe gets rejected on the second try here. Jethro Silerio loses the basketball. And a counter steal here by Dayakap. Dayakap, left-handed finish. No good. And Kabihe right there did not give up on the play. And makes up for that earlier miss. Minute and 55 left here in the third. Jeremy T backing down the defense, and there's a foul called as Jeremy T had that defense from Stanley Tarse that's too close for comfort. Villanueva off the inbound, and they go once again, spamming that play to Anthony Tarnate. Throwback to years gone by. You know, a throwback to those 90s centers. And Kabihe right there was able to draw that foul against Vince Villanueva. And Kabihe heading to the free throw line, but misses the front end of those 3 free throws. One for 2 so far. One out of 3 from the line, but they get the offensive rebound. Dayakap. How about the 3? The drive and kick to the corner. Kabihe badly misses on that 3-point attempt. A minute and 6 left here in the third period. 11 seconds on the shot clock now. Baseline drive by Villanueva and throws the ball away. 2-on-1 now. Tarse. Left-handed finish for the score against Jerome Villela. .5 seconds left here in the third period. It will be 2 free throws for the big man Anthony Tarnate. Short arms the first of 2 free throws. Tarnate today, 22 points, 15 rebounds. Dominant performance for the big man. He got 23 and 15 now. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Team James Stanley. They go for the corner three. Too strong. Kabihe relocates. Fires from the corner. Misses that three-point attempt. Anthony Tarnate. They don't need to rush here. Tarnate kicks it out to Jerome Villela. Villela. 10. They drop it down low. What a find for the reverse layup! And that's Ezekiel Valles with the reverse and a near steal by Villela. But that ends 3 quarters of play. Team De La Seng leading Team James Stanley after 3 quarters, 51-43. We'll be back with 4th quarter of action. This is the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. Your 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports continues as morning turns into afternoon in this Free Agents Draft League. Opening salvo, actually second game rather, of their opening offerings. Team James Stanley behind the 8 ball at the moment. Down 7. Now down 6. 51-45 against Team De La Seng. Here's Diego Del Paz bringing you the action from Gameville Ballpark, court number 2. 12 on the shot clock, and Humawid short arms on that jumper. Kalma gets offensive board. The rack attack once more for Anthony Tarnate. A mix of 90s big man savvy with a bit of that modern, combo forward plays has brought him to this double-double output of 24 points and 15 rebounds this morning. Should we say afternoon now. Trinidad straightaway 3. Off to the left. And here comes the counter-attack, and Kalma needed to stretch to get to that Katipunan entry pass. Rare turnover for De La Seng this second half. A minute gone by here in the 4th quarter. Wanzon, 3 ball, tried to go glass but off target. Anthony Tarnate going downhill. Anthony Tarnate! The man who can't be stopped today for De La Seng. It's now an 11-point lead, but an answer right back by Butch Trinidad makes it a 9-point deficit for Team James Stanley. Feliciano, they feed the ball down low to Tarnate. They go back to Feliciano for 3. Off to the right. Anthony Guanzon with the rebound. Tries to go for the outlet, but J.M. Feliciano with the stop. Katipunan gives up to Kalma. Kalma misses that layup. Team James Stanley now. 3-on-3. The spin. The miss by Butch Trinidad. Counter-attack by Kali Katipunan. Katipunan, nice find down low to Miguel. Kalma coolly, calmly, and collectedly makes this an 11-point lead once more for De La Seng. Mercado directing traffic. Again, no need to panic here. They just need to make stops and make buckets. 6 to shoot. Legazpi, the runner, in the nick of time but misses. Long rebound by Katipunan and gives it up to Calma. And Calma says, "See you later." It's back to a baker's dozen. 13-point lead for De La Seng. Traveling violation for Team James Stanley. Shuffling his feet like a deck of cards and got caught by our eagle-eyed official, JR the Tower Torres. We'll be right back after this timeout. Coming up next here in court number 2 of Gameville Ballpark, our third game of the season. It's field grade system against Peralta Veterinary Clinic 10+11 in the 39 and below recreational division. Of course, 10+11 once a champion in one of the multiple divisions in the 39 below recreational 2 seasons ago, trying to make their way going back to the crown. As we see one more time, that's Anthony Tarnate. No doubt about it. With the way that things are going for De La Seng, he is on his way to getting best player of the game honors. With his double-double effort. That's a three-pointer knocked down by James Legazpi to cut this deficit down to 14. 6 and 10 remaining. Pumawid. Attacking. Kicks it out to T. Jeremy T. Drops it off. Shot clock down to 5. Not aware of the time so far, but Calma is. 1 on the shot clock. Steps back to a 3. Too strong, and that's a shot clock violation against De La Seng. Five and 40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Legazpi swings it. Elbow 3, automatic. That's courtesy of Dan Mercado. It's an 11-point ball game once again. As they say, it's still an eternity of basketball remaining. And Butch Trinidad is aware of it, gets the steal, and feeds it to Stanley Tarse for that left-handed finish. .505 remaining here in the fourth quarter. They once again spammed that play. Anthony Tarnate. Nice find from Jeremy T. We're down to the final 5 minutes of this one before we shift from our free agents draft league and into the 39 below recreational, where the rest of the matches for court number 2 here at Gameville Ballpark would be. And Dan Mercado goes back-to-back from deep. 8-point ball game. De La Seng not out of the woods yet. Tarnate. Bully ball. Down low. Gets fouled. We'll go to the line for 2. Four and 18 remaining here in the final frame. Anthony Tarnate makes the first of 2. Tarnate 33 and 17. I believe this is a rare 30-point output here in the Free Agents Draft League. Tarse going downhill. They make the extra pass. The fake. The shot by Dan Mercado. He decided to pass it though. And an air ball by Tarse. Recovered down low by Butch Trinidad, who misses that gimme. Time starting to tick away. And not in the favor of Team James Stanley. 9-point ball game. Calma. They go to Tarnate. 5 to shoot. Tarnate extra pass to Calma. And he gets rejected. And the shot clock will just run out here for De La Seng. 3 minutes and 24 left here in the fourth and final quarter. Quick sub here. Trinidad out and in comes Christian Kabihe for some instant offense, especially from downtown. Kabihe thought about the three, but he was quickly doubled. Now Kabihe launches the three, left it short. Guanzon, offensive rebound. Takes it himself from the baseline but misses. Legaspi on the reset. Third time's the charm for Team James Stanley. They're just down by 7. As midnight hours are here. Jerome Villela slaloms through the defense. Extra passing finds its way to T. Tees it off but left it short. And Team James Stanley, they need to calm down here. They're only down 7. Kabihe squares up for 3. Ruled as a long 2 but still a miss. 2 and 27 remaining. Can De La Seng pull this one out from the fire? Villela. Well guarded here by Kabihe. 10 on the shot clock. They go to Calma. Calma sinks it. 9-point ball game. And we got a timeout on the floor as Team James Stanley needs to regroup with this being a 3-possession ball game. We'll be right back. .206 left here in the fourth and final quarter. De La Seng needs to make a couple of stops here to pull this one out and get win number 1 in this gritty competition right here. But right now, that's James Legaspi getting the 3-point play opportunity. It's a 7-point ball game. Legaspi couldn't hit the bonus. We're down to the last 2 minutes of this one. 1 minute and 40 left. Villela drops it. Anthony Tarnate gets the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way. Makes it a 9-point lead once more for De La Seng. Tarnate short arms the extra free throw. Tarnate once again! Man oh man! 37 points. 17 rebounds. 73-62 in favor of De La Seng. Another 3 missed by Christian Kabihe. That might be it. An 11-point lead, and De La Seng controlling the tempo of this one. Jeremy T thought about the 3, drives closer, floater, no. The putback won't go through for Humawid. Third try, Humawid overshoots the mark. Under a minute left. And Team James Stanley couldn't make something happen in transition. Jeremy T, nice find to Miguel. Calma. Coolly, calmly, collectedly again. Down low. 13-point ball game. Now 11. That last basket by Dan Mercado. And now De La Seng will just waste away clock here. And that's it. That'll be your final. De La Seng opens their title defense campaign with this 11-point victory against Team James Stanley, 75-64. Your top performer for De La Seng, Anthony Tarnate, 37 points, 18 rebounds, and 1 assist in nearly 35 minutes of play. Again, coming your way up next, we open up action in the 39 and below recreational division. Field grade system against Peralta Veterinary Clinic 10+11 as we continue action here in the 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports.